Streaming.
The Mountain West and UNLV are committed to the ideals of good sportsmanship, safety, and fair play. We ask all persons to please
Break it down. Break it down.
during and after today's contest. Persons throwing objects or participating in other acts.
Okay, Jeremiah, can you please say something?
Additionally, the Mountain West and UNLV zero tolerance for hate speech policy. Anyone participating in such speech will be subject to punishment.
Okay, you're good.
Your cooperation is greatly appreciated.
West basketball is they just came off of a dub. Bop, 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 bop. About that, shorty. Hey, put your hand in on it and we put it on. Ha ha. Hit that G Herbo. Word. You know, Unlv. West High Warriors right in front of us. Oh, here comes New Mexico. Oh, they're not hoopers for real.
Test. Test.
Oh, my bad. Well, you know, University of New Mexico's out here warming up. You know, they're looking good. You know, they don't have no height though. You know, I think the Lady Rebels will take advantage of that.
2, 3, 4.
You know, we gotta watch what Meadow Roland could do. First home game in a minute. Not even home game, just a game at the Cox Pavilion in a minute. You know, they played Thomas and Mack their last time here around. Gimme, I can mute it.
And now let's meet the starters for the New Mexico Lobos. At guard, a 5'11 junior from Angola, number 10, Casilla Antonio. At guard, a 5'9 sophomore from Spain, number 11, Nile Padilla. At guard, a 5'5 sophomore from Portugal, number 13, Joanna Margolinas. At forward, a 6'4 sophomore from Uganda, number 23, Emma Najuma. And at guard, a 5'6 freshman from Fishers, Indiana, number 44, Layla Atorki.
The lights of fabulous Las Vegas are pointed here at the pavilion on the campus of UNLV. It's the Lady Rebels versus the Lobos. Welcome inside the broadcast booth. I'm Whitaker Lungus, joined by my partner Jeremiah Skillman. We have a fantastic matchup today for you all. Jeremiah, what can we expect from this game as a whole as UNLV opens conference play at home?
Yeah, well, UNLV, they're coming off of a win versus Grand Canyon, but I think that the thing that the UNLV Lady Rebels need is we need to see a Metal Roland show. We haven't seen much of Metal Roland, as we've had Jasmine Lott in the leading scorer for the last 4 or 5 games, but also just to be home in the pavilion. The last time they played here was, I'm pretty sure it was on the Baylor game, November 14th. And, the other games were at the Thomas and Mack for a tournament, but I think the Lady Rebels need to really take advantage of the homestand.
Yeah, absolutely. So UNLV and New Mexico are pretty much hand in hand, on par with each other. Obviously, New Mexico not having the success UNLV's had in recent years, but it's even more apparent when you go on the NCAA or NCAA, whatever you want to call it, net rankings, and you see New Mexico's at 104, and guess who's just at 105? UNLV. So this game, I think, can't get any closer, and it's going to be a great one.
Yeah, 100%. It's definitely going to be a fight. It's definitely going to be a battle. And I can't wait to watch. And honestly, for me, I don't know what to expect. I think the Lady Rebels really have the momentum right now. They have their players back. They're a full healthy team now. This is the first time we're going to be able to see the Lady Rebels not have somebody on the bench not dressed out because they can't play. This is the first time every lady on this roster is eligible to play. And I just can't wait to see the depth that they have.
We're excited. The Lady Rebels have struggled as of recent with only a 1-point win against Grand Canyon, then go 2 games back, a blowout against Cincinnati, losing by 27 on the road, then losing by 25 against Rice. So not their strongest games, but we know the players are going to show up. Who's a couple key players for to watch tonight on UNLV and New Mexico?
Well, of course, Metal Roland. Of course, she's always going to be somebody you got to watch after. But I just can't wait to watch her get started and get going. She hasn't been as productive the last couple of games, like I mentioned earlier. But also, Jasmine Lott, her momentum's not going to stop. She's been going for the last 4 or 5 games where she's having 10, 15, 20-point games. And it's just amazing to watch her play as a team. And, Aaliyah Alexander is going to get more comfortable with her 3-point shooting. And then, of course, Jasmine Lott, Destiny Leo, my bad. Destiny Leo, she's going to come. She's going to make her 3-pointers because she has not played at she hasn't made as much shots as we thought. And it's just great to watch them play.
And for New Mexico, you have Cassia Antonio, Nalil Padilla, Joanna Nagahales, Layla Abdur Abik, and Emma Nojima. This is a very tall team. They're very skilled. Actually their star player, Destiny Hills, I believe is injured, but she runs a podcast of her own. And while watching that podcast, I found the coach likes to wear these out there shoes. Last game he wore the Teal Jaw 3s, and so he's got a little spice. Maybe trying to put this Lobo team where they can really make an impact. Their last tournament win, or their last Mountain West win, was in 2021. And the last time they made the tournament, 2008. On the other side for the Lady Rebels, a little different. Tournament appearances in the last couple years, and 4 straight Mountain West titles. But they look to be a little on the worst side this year, so we'll see.
Yeah, it's gonna be a definitely back game.
And New Mexico wins the tip. Here we go. Mahaglis to Padilla to the corner. Down Main Street, count it for Cassie, and Antonio gets the Lobos on the board quick, and that was a quick one.
Yeah, that was a good drive. That was a good bucket. You got to respect a good bucket, and the way that she got to the rim for that.
Alexander kicking it to the right corner. Now getting it to Brown. Brown to Loft. Can't make it off the glass, and here come the Lobos.
Yeah, the Lady Rebels need to be productive with their ball handling, because they almost turned that over on the top of the key. We can't let that happen. Small mistakes is really what hurts the Lady Rebels in all their games.
The shimmy, the shake, and the refs will call the foul on Jasmine Lott. So that would go as UNLV's first team foul and Jasmine Lott's first.
Yeah, they definitely can't foul. Dumb fouls is what really hurts the Lady Rebels, and a foul like that when it could have been avoided is something that we definitely have to not let happen.
So I think we've seen it time and time again already in this game. Cassie and Antonio is an athletic guard who can really get downhill, knock down the three, and defend at a high level. So without Destiny Hooks in this game, expect her to have a huge impact.
Yeah, I mean, somebody got to step up.
Just a bad pass there. Can't hit off the window, and Cassie and Antonio, coming off the free throws. I think Alila Alexander was a little too pushy with that one as she turns over the ball, and now it's New Mexico ball up by 4.
Yeah, she was ready to go down there and score a bucket, but can't let that happen. We got to play slow and steady.
Now working at the left wing. 3, Lobos, no. Gets the rebound off the glass and good.
Yeah, she's definitely stepping up. She's playing hard. She chased that rebound, and to have your teammate there to get that rebound is just great.
Abdur-Reek. And the Lobos knock it away again, but the Rebels recover in the corner for 3. Hits.
Destiny Leo
gets the Rebels on the board.
Yeah, that's a good bucket. That's a good shot. That was a good skip pass, though, to get her in the corner.
Fade away. No good. Can't hit from the little, from inside the post. Leo now working to her right.
Yeah,
gets
slow.
it in the lot.
Take it slow.
Working from the half-court stripe. Screen on her right. She's going to go right. Now gets it to Roland. Roland backing down at the free throw line. Now in the low post. Down Main Street it in.
Yeah, that's a good score by Meadow Roland, and that's what we need to see more of. We need to see her more down low in the paint and scoring in the block, because that's her strong suit.
Absolutely. She is the fuel for this team, and they need a fire right about now. Abdur-Reek, Layla working in the right block, gets it out. Almost loses it. Cassie Antonio off the glass. Antonio's just lighting a fire into this team right now.
Yeah, she has 6 of their 8 points. Currently has more than the Lady Rebels as a team. But she just came out here to play, and that's why we just got to stop her, slow her down.
Leo from 3, yes! Leo, nothing but nets, and all of a sudden it's tied up.
Yeah, well, whenever Coach The Rock brought Destiny Leo on this team, her role was to make shots and be a three-point shooter. Destiny Leo's a great three-point shooter, and she's barely getting comfortable. She's going to be a key factor for this squad throughout the season.
Driving in, can't hit. And Brown gets the rebound. Now pushing it. Leo, another three. Yes, Leo's on fire.
3 for 3. You know, Destiny Leo is, like I said, she's getting comfortable with making those shots and getting comfortable with shooting.
Hey, now the Lady Rebels need to tighten the screws on this possession and lock down these defenders. That just looked too easy.
Yeah.
And boy, oh boy, do we have a superstar in our hands, it looks like.
Yeah. You know, next WNBA star around here. But
Antonio from Angola. And the official made her show her passport because she was traveling. It would be New Mexico basketball. And you just can't, those are the mistakes that kill you there.
yeah, those are the small things, because if they go down here and score a bucket, then that just changes the momentum of the whole entire game.
For three, off the top of the rim. Can't hit.
Yeah, Lady Rebels just got to play slow and play at their own pace.
Spinning, Rollin can't hit. Brown gets the rebound off the glass, and suddenly it's a Lady Rebel lead.
That's a good rebound from Shelby down low in the paint, and Shelby's the aggressive player on this squad. Shelby is so aggressive for this team, and it's just so great to watch her play. She might not have the points on the stat sheet, but if you watch her play, the rebounds and everything else show.
In the low post, but Jacqueline loses it, and the Lobos want to talk things over, so UNLV gets the lead by 3, not 1, not 2, but 3 Destiny Leo threes. She has most of their points. What have you seen from her right now?
Like I said earlier, you know, I've seen Destiny Leo more comfortable with making those shots and getting the ball out of her hands, you know, letting it fly. And that's her role, and that was good for her to get those 3 shots up early in the game and in the first quarter, because coming out the game is just going to be more relaxed and comfortable for her.
Well, we will be back as we have just gone to a timeout, so stay tuned.
Lady Rebel program.
But silly mistakes have let this lead kind of dwindle down a little bit.
Yeah, you know, there's just turnovers that could have been avoided is really what has them a little down and not as up as they should. But Destiny Leo's playing her role, and we just got to let all the other girls just get comfortable.
And Cassie Antonio looks like a bona fide superstar right now. She, I believe, has 8 points for the Lobos out of their 10. So like without her, this game would be 13-10. And here's Destiny Hook, so she's just coming off the bench. not hurt, so.
Yeah, I mean, coming off the bench, she's probably on a little minute restriction, but she's still going to get her role and play her role, so the Lady Rebels got to avoid that.
A spin move causes the foul there. It'll be a kick. Aaliyah Alexander picks up her first. Team's first. LaRock calling out the plays there. T. Colvin, kid from Idaho, now with the half-court strike. Fierce defense by the Lobos here. Tangrove was just killing her. Brown in the low block. Quickly doubled. Off the glass, that one goes.
That's an aggressive bucket right there. You know, that spin move was just beautiful. You know, getting it in the paint now. Get a stop. The Lady Rebels need to get a stop here now.
Tighten the screws, that I always say. Phillips head, need a stop right here. Antonio, corner, or to the wing. That's not good. Gets the rebound. Off the glass. Not going to go. And then...
They should have never got that second chance shot, though. You know, that should have been our rebound from the start.
And Antonio's just a hound on the defense. Assist, rebound, she could do it all. 3!
Mariah Elohim coming off the bench. She's that spark that the Lady Rebels love and have. Her coming off the bench really sets the tempo for the team, as if the starters aren't producing, whenever she comes off the bench, it's just great.
A spark there. Another turnover for the Lobos. Kaya Foster comes in. Aaliyah Alexander comes in for T. Colvin.
Okay, yep. Aaliyah back in. Mariah. This is just, the Lady Rebels just need to produce. You know, we've seen them turn the ball over too much times, get a foul or two that are sloppy. But it's really this full court press that the Lobos are playing is really what's pressuring the Lady Rebels into turnovers right now.
Yeah, we saw it right there. I mean, Cassia and Antonio, as they said, was doing it all. She not only pump fakes, that assisted, then also her teammate missed that. She went in to get the rebound and missed the second chance, but this girl can do everything. If they want to stop this Lobo team, it starts with her.
Yeah, no, 100%. And honestly, I'm kind of confused that the Lady Rebels are on a 7-0 run right now in the last 2 minutes, because it does not look like that. But
the underhand scoop left does not go for the Lady Rebels. Mariah Elohim, the woman that just hit the 3, excuse me.
Yeah.
So the Lobos already pick up their third team foul.
Yeah, that's a good drive right there. Way to get to the rim, because if you think about it and you watch, you know, every time we get to the rim, go to the rim and get a bucket, it really shows, because the other team, you just put them in foul trouble, and that's what helps you win these games when it gets closer and get more further into the game.
Elohim goes 2 for 2 from 15-foot range at the free throw. So now the Lobos need to respond, down by 10. They started off hot, since have cooled down. In the post, Hooks working on Alexander. Can't hit, off the top of the rim, gets her own rebound. This again, it's going to be a jump ball.
We needed that rebound, though. Like I said earlier, second chance shot. That would have been a third chance opportunity if she got the rebound. The Lady Rebels can't keep letting that happen. They got to go box out and go get the first rebound so they don't have another chance, because the percentage goes up every time.
And there's another turnover by the Lady Rebels. And now Hooks will lead this offense. Moving in the corner. Almost 3. That's not going to go.
Shelby Brown, a nice, beautiful rebound. You know, Shelby Brown, like I said earlier, her points don't show, but her rebound is such a big impact, as she has 5 right now in the first quarter. You know, that's just great to see as a coach.
For 3. Can't hit that one. Feel like it's been a rain of threes. Pushing the pace. Hooks finds the open man, but just overshoots her by a little. She was wide open, streaking down the lane.
Yeah.
Found her too late.
Yeah, 100%. She just overthrew her a little bit. But, you know, the Lady Rebels, that was a good defensive stop. But now they have to take advantage of that and go get their own bucket.
what kind of started this run hit 3 threes, and so she'll look to, as I said, the Lady Rebels I feel like have a barrage of threes as Amanda goes down there at the backboard strike. Lady Rebels get their own rebound. Alexander, pump fakes right, moving, suplex, and that's
That's a beautiful lay from Aaliyah Alexander right there. She got the ball on the top. She weighed her options at the top of the key, looked to see who was open, went to the bucket, laid it like you mentioned, underhand scoop. That was beautiful. That made the Lobos call a timeout.
Scores 22-10, UNLV lead. You know, as I mentioned in the pregame, the Lobos are actually ranked one position higher than UNLV on the net rankings. And so, as I said, close as it can get, but UNLV's proven why they should be a lot higher than 105, as they're on a 17-2 run.
Yeah, 17-2 run is beautiful. Whoa. Yeah, 17-2 run is beautiful. As a coach, as a fan, that's something you want to watch because, you know, coming into this game, they probably weren't projected to win.
Technical foul was assessed to New Mexico's head coach when we were just talking about. Doesn't look to have that colorful shoes on, so maybe that's why they're losing, but I don't want to say anything about that. Both from the free throw line and Lady Rebels possession, trying to go up by more than 20.
Yeah, get the ball right here, go score.
Alexander, now at the logo, trying to dice up the defense. And a block from behind.
You know, that play was set up beautifully. We just couldn't produce on it.
Fakes one, off the top of the rim, and no good. Shelby Brown.
Wow. But another Shelby Brown rebound. She has 6 rebounds right now. You know, she's going to have 10 rebounds by the end of the first quarter. And that's just beautiful because, like I mentioned earlier, it doesn't show in her points, but her impact on the squad is so tremendous.
Hey, they should call her the paint beast from the east. Played at Memphis and Akron, so I feel like the paint beast from the east is very fitting, especially if she goes on this pace. Could we see a 20 rebound game from her?
I like that name though.
That would be a crazy, crazy accomplishment in this era of basketball. So Destiny Lee goes 2 for 2 from the stripe, from the charity stripe, excuse me. That makes her 11 points. What have you seen from the Lady Rebels defense to force 4 turnovers from New Mexico in the last 5 minutes?
Well, you know, they're trying to putting more pressure. As soon as they touch that, as soon as they get past that half court, the Lady Rebels are pressuring them quick. They're getting straight to defensive stops, and that's how you win a game. Defense wins championships, and that's just something that I'll always live by because I've seen it.
You know what's even crazier than the 4 turnovers is 2 technical fouls in the last 2 minutes from New Mexico. This time it was a player substitution technical foul, so Alexander will go back to the line to shoot another 2 technicals.
Yeah, I mean that's beautiful, but it's like dang, like you wouldn't expect that in the first quarter because we really have to keep in mind it's still the first quarter and 2 technical fouls.
2 technical fouls in the first quarter. I don't think we've seen one this year or last year. I mean, I feel like Lindy Laroche, the head coach of the Lady Rebels, keeps her cool, and so does Roman Owen, and so not a lot of tests for the Lady Rebels, but 2 for their opponent here.
You know, good shot by Mariah right there. You know, I feel like there was better options that she should have chose. But Lady Rebels getting back on defense, pressure the ball. Don't let second chance shots happen.
Antonio kicks it, left wing 3. Yes! Abdurki hits that one. So that ends a a run by UNLV, but a dominant first quarter with 20 seconds left. 28-13 the Rebels lead. And Alexander with a shot clock off will probably try to make this the last shot. Standing at the logo, guarded by Layla.
Yeah, they're definitely just playing.
You're down, working to the right. And it's blocked by the Lobos.
Yeah, that was a good block. Good defensive stop by the Lobos, but the Lady Rebels still need to take advantage of that.
4 seconds left. All alone. Right for three. Yes.
Beautiful.
James with the energy free to end what was a freeze barrage first quarter. UNLV leads 31-13. What did you see from the first quarter there?
I saw beautiful shooting. I saw beautiful shooting from the Lady Rebels this quarter. You know, I've seen all the Lady Rebels get a three-pointer. I feel like, you know, they're up 48% of their point. 15 points of their 31 is three-pointers. That's 48%.
Yeah, well, that's how you win the game. So, you know, speaking of, oh my gosh, there's spit everywhere, excuse me. Speaking of games, we actually have the next game after this, so make sure you guys stay tuned because UNLV men's basketball opens up their season against Fresno State. So we will go to the break. Make sure you tune into that one. We'll come back for the second quarter as more Lady Rebels basketball is yet to come. Right here in Las Vegas, but that won't stop the Lady Rebels coming in as kind of the underdog in this game, ranked one position lower than New Mexico. They should see why they should be ranked a whole lot higher, 31-13 with second quarter in.
Yeah, 100%. They definitely should not be ranked lower than them. I feel like they should definitely be higher. Lady Rebels just have a better squad, I believe. No biasness. I think they definitely have a better squad, and it's showing. But their bench is also what's saving them. Their depth is what's really helping them. Because to have somebody come off the bench and make three-pointers, and then already having your starters make three-pointers, but just scoring in general, if your bench can score and your starters can score, it just changes the whole game as a whole.
Yeah, I mean, good benches save basketball. We've seen it with the Aces. We've seen it, you know, with the Boston Celtics. We've seen it with all these teams. You can't make it to championship basketball, as a low can't hit on that one, but you can't make it to championship basketball without your bench providing you that well-needed break for your starters.
Exactly. And that's another one.
Oh my goodness. It's a threes barrage. Meadow Rowland. I feel like with one of her first threes of the season, Lobos try to respond. That's not going to go. But we're seeing everyone take a three today because Dia misses that one for the Lobos, but Rowland's they're just letting it fly, and It's been rewarding.
Yeah, I don't even know. I don't know if maybe Lindy was before the game said, let's shoot the lights out tonight. Like, I don't know what that pregame speech was, but whatever it was, Coach Lindy, it's working because these Lady Rebels are scoring. And they're not even just scoring in the paint. They're scoring and producing at all aspects of the court.
And New Mexico airballs that 3, so here comes Alexander, working to her right. Gets it to James. James has 6 seconds. 5. Gets it to Roland. Roland, short corner. Not gonna go. Fighting for the rebound. The Lobos will retain that one. Najume with the rebound.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, Lady Rebels are just, I don't even know. Like, this is just a good game to watch.
And Foster quiets the crowd on that one with the Lobos 3 of her own. I mean, New Mexico shooting a measly 22% from 3. So when you shoot that against a team that's shooting 67%.
6-7.
Okay, dude. When shooting 67% and the other team shooting 22, you're gonna have a big lead 34-17 as Lobos can't hit here. Here comes Roland, pushing the offense. Has mismatch. James, free, bingo!
I don't know. Honestly, I don't know what's going on right now. Because one also thing that I want to mention is James. I don't think this might be her first game where she knocked down a 3-pointer. I'm not sure. Quote on me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure that this might be the first game that she's knocked down a 3-pointer, but not just one. She has 2.
Hey, Cassia Antonio for New Mexico doing her best dream shaking impression down there in the low block. So that causes the foul, and it'll be Lobo possession.
Yeah, but also to mention Tristan James' impact since coming back from injury, because she didn't start the season off with the Lady Rebels. Her first game back was actually the game on versus Arizona State, I'm pretty sure, on November 22nd. She missed the first 4 or 5 games of the season, and her impact has just been tremendous.
Jasmine Lott misses that 3 in the corner, so a little cool down heat check for the Lady Rebels. Gets her hand up in the air, driving into the post, draws the foul. Padilla was going down Main Street, and the Lady Rebels said, no, not in my house.
Home of the Lady Rebels, not around here. You know?
3 buckets.
Nope. If you're going to score, I'm going to foul you.
Yeah, earn it at the stripe. I also think that's UNLV men's basketball's.
Yeah, 100%.
It's a good motto.
Well, actually, back when I used to play basketball, that was my coach's motto. It was, if you're gonna go out there, or if you're gonna let somebody score on you, then you better foul them and make them earn that. Don't just give them a free bucket. Don't give them an easy foul or a free foul. Make them earn that foul. And if we're gonna lose, we're gonna start a fight. Something like that is gonna happen.
Well, talking about building culture, Lindy knows how to do it. Padilla goes through from but we mentioned before that 4 straight Mountain West championships. If that's not culture, I don't know what is.
100%. You know, Coach Lindy has really built a good foundation and team here, and it's just so crazy to watch her impact that she has for this team.
Layup for 3, can't hit off the pass of Shelby Brown.
Yeah, I think if Destiny Leo knocked that one down, I think a fan would have stormed the court. Because that would have been like another outrageous, not outrageous, it was a good shot selection, don't get that wrong, but just the 3-pointers are just outrageous today. Like, I've never seen so much.
And they're hitting, which is crazy. Hooks, now a little post, spin move, can't hit. But she's going to draw the foul. Elam trying to post up, or trying to do best defense there in the low block, and just a little too handsy, so hooks to the line.
Yeah. You know, Lady Rebels, earlier in the first quarter, they had an issue not an issue, but they weren't fouling as much, but coming into this quarter, they have fouled quite more than they should have. I think they had one in the first quarter. They have three currently in the second quarter. And fouling is what really will give the Lobos momentum. Because if I go to the free throw line and I can make all my free throw shots, that just gives me momentum as a squad, as it puts points on the board. But also because it's just like, I'm going to keep driving, they're going to foul me.
Yeah, and I think a part of that equation was in the first quarter is that the Lady Rebels were causing turnovers, so they would just go down the court and then just play, I wouldn't say loose defense, but like not as aggressive, because then you're up 24. You're not exactly gonna.
Yeah, exactly.
Your life depends on it.
100%.
Leo fakes left, now moving to her right. Gets it to Roland. Now at the right elbow. Leo, three from the corner. Count it. Leo.
Oh! This is a basketball game right here, Whit. These shots are flying. All I'm hearing in my head is shot caller.
Rebels can't hit. Rebels have all the momentum. Brown now with the ball block. Right hook. Can't hit. Tries to get a rebound, but does not succeed. Jaquim with the rebound.
That's still a good drive, though, by Brown. You know, she saw the lane and she went and tried to score.
Antonio was wide open on the corner, and this is my first time or very shallow experience with her, and I just knew that was going in, so.
Yeah, you know, she kind of said, let's play shot for shot, and she matched it there. But Lady Rebels just need to, they have the momentum. Keep it going. Don't play at the Lobos tempo. We need to play at our own tempo and keep it going.
Antonio, previously at New Mexico Junior College, averaged 14 points a game, shooting 47.5% from the floor and almost 30% from three-point range. And so she's no stranger to good performances, but take this step up here to the D1 national level.
Yeah.
Coleman now working right block. Alexander.
Whit, what is going on right now, Whit? Their team meal must have been good. I don't know what it is, but some type of superstition is telling me whatever they did before the game today, they need to keep doing it, because I've never seen so much three-pointers, I don't think.
That's crazy. Can't hit. Can't hit, and here comes the Lady Rebels. Alexander, fake, up the glass, too high.
You know, Alexander could have definitely slowed that down a little bit. She did not have to rush to the rim. But at the end of the day, if it's a fast-paced game, she definitely had the opportunity to go and score there.
And I feel like I've already mentioned Antonia's name so many times, but she is just a fierce defender. She will defend you half court, and then as we just saw that, go take you into the low block. And I feel like that's her domain. I feel like everywhere is her domain. No matter how many threes the Lady Rebels score, she's gonna come at you and she's gonna come at you strong.
Yeah, 100%. And you know, Antonio is. I do like how she's playing still, and she's not letting the scoreboard affect it. She's still playing super aggressive, and the scoreboard doesn't change how she plays.
Well, it's 43-25. You know, 4:05 left, so we will be back after these messages. here at the campus of UNLV, here at the pavilion. Lady Rebels have the lead, 43-25.
Yeah, they don't only have the lead, they have the momentum right now. You know, aggressive.
Gets that one off the glass, as you were saying, partner.
Yeah, no, you're good. I just said they're aggressive. They're playing aggressive and they're playing organized basketball, I could say, because honestly, the reason why they're making all their three-pointers right now is because they're moving the ball. I've realized that. They've made that extra pass. That one extra pass has changed the game.
Hooks can't hit from three. The Rebels have the momentum. Colvin, now working to her left in the post. Rolling outside for three. Go!
Bingo, like you said. What is going on right now? I'm still lost, partner. I don't know. Like, I've watched a lot of basketball games in my lifetime, but I've never seen so much three-pointers, I don't think.
Hooks breaking down and rolling there. The spin move to the low block to the scoop lay. Oh my goodness, that was beautiful.
Yeah, I mean, 63% from the three-point line versus New Mexico's 25%. You automatically have to be winning this game. Like, and that's just so crazy to me, because you're above 50% from three-point line.
From three, and you've taken a high volume.
10 for 16, partner.
You've taken 10 threes, and you're for 60%. Any coach in the country will obviously take that.
100%.
All-time shooting performance from the Lady Rebels.
100%.
Oh, I was about to say, Gilliam hit that one.
I ain't gonna lie, I might would have to run out the booth here, partner, to go on that
A
one.
little bit of a heat check there, all the way
Yeah, nah.
at the top of the UNLV logo.
She was watching some Stephen Curry last night or something, but that was that pretty good shot. You know, the shot clock was low.
They're hitting, so who can blame her? And response back, Padilla, she's hitting. Also one of the premier players in this game. 5 points for.
Yeah.
Points and 2 rebounds, 2 assists.
Well, you know, her impact is what really just helps this team. Because, like I say about all these players, is their points really don't have to show on the stat sheet, but their impact shows.
Antonio pokes the ball away there. Lott was trying to draw up a play. Can't get it going.
Number 44,
Colvin will come out, and Alexander will come
and back to
in.
the Lady Rebels, Aaliyah Alexander.
Drawing up the play, Elam gets it out. Alexander on the left. To Rowan, back to Elam.
Yeah.
That's to put up a 3. That's not going to go. That's a little bit what I expected from this team, I would say. You would hit a high volume of shots, but they're not all going to fall, so.
Yeah, no, 100%. And I think that they need to kind of relax now and go to the rim. You know, go play inside the 3-point line in the perimeter. Stay away from the perimeter and go inside and just go get easy points. You know what I mean?
So do you think this 3-point surge has been luck or kind of skill, or kind of both?
No, I mean, I think that it's a little bit of both. You know, they miss playing at the Cox, of course, and you know they practice here, so it's definitely not luck. They've probably definitely been putting a lot of shots in. I honestly could see as I've watched every game, I could see they're more confident. So I think it's more skill and more confidence is what's helping them this game.
And the Lobos can't hit, going 0 for 2 from the line. Jones with the 2 misses. That is Tyler Jones, excuse me. And as she picks up that one, she'll come out. She picks up the first foul in for Padilla. That's the 3rd team foul.
Yeah, I mean, I want to talk about Meadow Rowland here though, because Meadow, we haven't talked much about her, but her impact for this team is good because she's the leader of this team, of course, but she's almost reaching a double-double this game already, and we haven't even talked about her. You know what I mean?
Yeah, 10 points, 4 for 6, 5 defensive rebounds. Puts the Rebels up 51-30. And this is just crazy. That makes Destiny lead up 5 for 6 from 3-point range.
17 points in the first first half. She has 17.
17 of that's 5 threes. And she's open again, so let's see if they can't get to her. Alexander drawing up a play at the logo. Leo going to the right. They're trying to get her open. Alexander moving to her left. Gets it to Roland, right wing, bang!
What is going on?
Three to put the Rebels up.
Wow. I mean, the Lady Rebels just, from after, you lose, you go on a 2-game losing streak by more than, like 10 points. Losing by 10 plus away on the road is definitely, like, not embarrassing, but it definitely pulls you down a little bit. And then going into only winning by 1 versus Grand Canyon on the road, it just, being home is a different feeling. They missed home, and you could tell as their shots are just falling, they miss playing at home.
Padilla there with a strong defensive effort. Couldn't even hit the floater. And then the Rebels got the rebound. Then she went. Watch what defense got to steal and put up. Kimberly Rebels. Alexander has 6 seconds. Let her roll. Gets a man up the air. No good from the free throw line. So we will go to halftime. And oh my gosh, was it an eventful one? UNLV 55, New Mexico 32. What did you see from the Lady Rebels in that half?
I saw beautiful shooting. We keep talking about how their shots are falling today and how good they're shooting today, but their shooting is I don't even know what to say right now, partner. But shooting is definitely what's helping them this game, as they're up 67%. 3-point shooting at 67%. That's not regular. That's not something you see every day, something that you see every night. That's not something that is regular for a team.
Well, I think this is a very irregular team. Not everybody gets to win 4 straight conference titles, so we will be back after this win. Stay tuned after the game as well, because the Running Rebels take on the Fresno State Bulldogs. And also, for UNLV, our UNLV football team is down to Dallas, Texas to play their bowl game, Crystal Bowl game. We'll have all the coverage for you on Running Rebels, so stay tuned. Ricky Rustis is on the shout out to everybody.
Tickets are on sale now. Don't miss a minute of the action this fall. UNLV.com/2026.
What did you see in the first half?
A lot of three-point shooting. I saw a lot of three-point shooting, and they were good three-point shooting as well. But I also seen a lot of good not free throws. I'm sorry, rebounding for the Lady Rebels. I think one issue they had though was second chance shots. But whenever they did get the first rebound and take it down the court and just go and score, that definitely helped them a lot. But honestly, the biggest thing I could say is their three-point shooting. I mean, 67% from free throws from the three-point line is just amazing. Like, there's nothing else that could beat that.
So hopefully we'll see a couple more threes in this game. Destiny Leo had 17 points in the first half. She has the ball right now on the right wing. Gets to Brown. They're moving it around the corner. Excuse me.
Lobos number 4, Alyssa Hargrove. Her third personal.
The Lobos will pick up that one. So not a good side. Just 14 seconds into this game, picking up a foul. But
well, that kind of is a good sight for the Lady Rebels. I mean, get them in foul trouble and score off that. You know, use that to your advantage. I would have skipped.
Lot was just scheming over there out of bounds. Can't get it. Gets her own rebound up. Not gonna go.
I will say, what a skip pass from Aaliyah Alexander there to find Lot, because that was from one side of the three to the other side. That was beautiful.
Antonio's dangerous from three. Can't hit that wide open one. So both teams struggling to hit. That's the Alexander can do. Trying to dice up the defense, but moving to her left. Gets it to Lot, jab step right, moving to her right. Now Brown. She's at the right elbow, back to Lot on the right wing for three. Bang out! That's
Wow. Yeah, I mean, if it's working, you know, one thing that I mention and I say a lot is if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You know what I mean? If your three-pointers, if they're working, then why would you change it up? Keep working with your three-pointers. They're falling. Why switch it up?
Antonio with a drive into the lane. Gives her the fake to the leg. She falls for it. That's an easy scoop leg. Probably one of her easiest to land. That was bad, ladies and gentlemen.
That was definitely cone drills, we call it. That was definitely something that she trains on, and it's always good to, like, whenever you train on something and use it in game, that's always a great feeling. I remember those feelings as a player.
Now back to I wouldn't say you know what? I'm gonna stop talking right here. Great job for Destiny Leo to hit that three.
Great, more like beautiful. 20 points, and she is 6 for 7. 6 for 7 from three-pointer line today.
Yeah, 6 threes. 20 points, I believe?
Yep, 20 points.
20 points. We still have 7:54 left to go in this third quarter. This might be a generational game for Destiny Leo. Coming over from Cleveland State, recruited to UNLV for her three-point shooting. And boy, is she showing it right now.
Yeah, she's definitely showing what she's here for.
And Roland I feel like she was trying to fake a pass and maybe just got a little too far from her. So Lobos will go to the line, or will go and have that possession to themselves. Just an errant pass from New Mexico.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, I feel like Meadow definitely rushed that. She could have been more confident and dribbled, but instead she tried to just throw it up. And you know that's been an issue because we've seen 4 turnovers for the Lady Rebels, all off of passing it in. And the Lobos have taken advantage of that, and they scored every time they've gotten a steal from that.
A lot of L's today. Lobos, Lady Rebels, Leo.
Yeah. A lot of L's, but
hopefully New Mexico can play the L game as UNLV tries to get their second conference win. They just edged out Grand Canyon in their last game by 1 on the road. As you mentioned, this is their first game in the pavilion in a long time.
In a while. And you know they're using that to their advantage as they're scoring. You know, being back home is always a great feeling. It's like, you know, when I went out of town for a month during the summer, and I came back home. It's just a different type of feeling. Coming back home and just it's a different type of feeling, different type of love, and they're showing that they missed being home.
Yeah, home court advantage as
All right,
we
fans,
call
turn your
it.
attention to
We're
leader
gonna
board
stay
for the
right
Chevy
here.
Shuffle.
Lady Rebels
Follow the
just
number
took
on
a
the trying to pick the one
timeout.
hiding the UNLV
And
logo.
so,
Shout your
this game
answers
has
out at
been-
the end. All right, let's mix them
I
up.
would say it feels like back and forth, but you know, you got 105 and 104 referring to the NCAA net rankings. Is this what you expected given their rankings?
Honestly, no. You know, I didn't even know the rankings till you mentioned it, Whit. But I did know the difference of how physical these teams are and how good they are, both teams, and how they play. But I was not expecting like for it to be this score 60-39. But at the end of the day, the Lady Rebels, I don't know if they expected to be this high either. You know, they're just playing a different type of game in this beautiful atmosphere, and it's just so great to watch.
Yeah, absolutely.
Illinois Capital is the proud sponsor of UNLV Athletics. We are Nevada's premier private finance company specializing in first trust fees. Please visit our website at www.battleborncap.com or give us a call at 702-912-0018 for more information
I'm
on
sure
double
Lindy
digit
is very
returns
happy
and
with that
investing
result.
in
You're going to take
Nevada real
14 for
estate.
22.
That's
Actually, in the week, it's just unfortunate that it had to take.
for your real
I
estate
feel like this
investment
long to
needs.
unlock
Go
that. You may
Red.
have wanted this performance against these high caliber opponents like
Baylor.
excuse me.
But-
I was gonna say Oklahoma, but that was last year. But Baylor.
Well, I will say though, you know, Lindy, when we talked to her, you know, she's always been like, I just want our spark to happen in conference play, and this is when the spark is happening. And every coach will tell you the spark really only matters whenever it really counts on the record. You know, it might count in the long run record, but your conference play record is what really matters. So I feel like this is good for Lindy.
Roland can't hit from three. We've heard Pastor time and time again say, hey, you should be all ready to go in conference play. So a strong, I would say centralization on conference play as a whole, as a basketball program in general. It really doesn't change from the men's to the ladies' side.
No, it doesn't change at all. At the end of the day, regardless, conference play is what really matters. Only thing that matters is conference play.
Absolutely. So, New Mexico misses, or Destiny Hooks misses that little hook shot, if you will. And so, Lady Rebels bug. Here we go. Now Alexander at the logo. Fierce defense from Hardgrove. Now giving it up. Elom. Now at the left wing. Shelby Brown. Left elbow, excuse me. That's going to be called for a foul.
Yeah, I mean, I like how you were talking about Shelby Brown with the ball, because as I look here right now, Shelby Brown has 11 rebounds.
Wow.
You know, she's not scoring. She's not much of a scorer in general, but she has 4 points. But 11 rebounds is a great impact for the team, because it's not about how much points you score. It's about playing your role. And that's her role on this squad.
Speaking of, that's that winner's role to hit and lock up on defense.
100%.
Is 2-5 from the three-point land, but you just talk about a straight ball. I mean, Jasmine didn't hit the little floater there. He just gives it to Elohim and let it cook.
Yeah, Mariah Elohim is a dog. You know, she knows her role, like you mentioned, as whenever she comes off the bench, she's that spark for this team. Lindy LaRock drew that up. I know it because of how proud these coaches and how proud the benches just went. They were so proud to see that play executed so beautifully and score off that. That's just something that you love to watch. When you draw up a play and it's executed perfectly, that's just something you don't want to miss.
Antonio can't hit off the backboard. Full court rest here. at the right wing, gives it up to the guard, Alexander. Colvin set to check in.
Yeah.
Alexander staying in defense. Now on the left wing. Gets it to the post. Roland. You're behind the hook. Can't go, but is fouled in the act of shooting, so she will go to the line for 2 shots.
Yeah, well, wait, another thing that I've seen for the Lady Rebels right now is I've seen them take their time. They're letting that shot clock go down until the last 3 to 5 seconds. And that's just something that's good because you got 30 seconds to go score on the shot clock to originally begin with. But just why rush it when you could just wait until that shot clock's about to go out? And that's something that they're using, and it's working.
Yeah, we've seen a different pace of play. I feel like from the first half, I feel like they were kind of not really rushy, but when you come out and Oklahoma, New Mexico comes out and with Antonio because it's a serious play. I feel like they had to score 3. And so when you come out and now you have a big lead, like you have 65 to 41, you have that big lead. I think it's really telling your team, hey guys, we hit the threes, we've been in the lead, now let's be patient on the glass. And let's take our time.
Rebel fans, you want a chance to win VIP tickets to the 2026 Credit Union Mountain West Championship? Scan the QR code on the video board now and enter to win.
Yeah, 100%. I agree with that, and it's working. So like I said earlier, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Well, it's definitely not broke as Lincoln has the lead by 24 if my math is correct with just under 5 minutes left to go. The first quarter currently in a timeout. But give it a day, it's December 20th. What are you doing for the holidays?
Holidays, I got work next week, but I'm gonna spend time with family. Just have a good time, open a couple gifts, but just being with the family is what I'm really excited for, and just can't wait to have everybody back together and hang out and just I love the holidays just to be with each other. But what do you have planned?
I'm just about the same thing and just working and stuff. Speaking of holidays, happy holidays from our team, from our family, yours. December 20th, if you celebrate, whatever you celebrate, happy holidays to you. Roland at the line from the 15-footer, shooting 2.
That's actually pretty cool because if we look at they're 100% from free throw as well. We haven't talked about that.
No, I hadn't.
They are 9 for 9, 10 for 10 now from the free throw line.
I thought you were just about to announce your drink stat. It looked like it was a little swirly, but within 10 for 10 from the free, excuse me, and then raining down threes.
I'm gonna be honest. If I'm Coach LaRock, I'm happy right now. 50% from field goal, 62.5 from three-point line, 100% from free throw. Well, where can you be mad at the team right there?
Not right there, that makes sense, but just on this possession, they could stop them not once, they stopped them not twice, they stopped them not 3 times, and after 3 times, the Lobos still have the ball, so I feel like it's just been about securing that rebound
100%.
their first stop, and so I think that's where they can really improve.
Yeah, no, I agree with you on their defense. Their defense, they can't let second and third chance shots keep going back up. It's just not working, and it doesn't work in the game of basketball because your percentage of the shots going in just raises every single time that you get another rebound.
Yep, Antonio now at the top of the key, spin move, kicks it into the post.
That was a pretty good.
Joaquin, excuse me. Gets that one. So here comes Colvin for the Lady Rebels.
That was a beautiful turnaround and find her in the paint down below. Good vision, good layup.
Yeah, I mean, New Mexico is trying to push the pace here, just trying to find smart shots. Ewing now gets it to Lott. Lott receives screen and moving right. She's working on the kid from Portugal. Gets her own rebound. To the way. And the kid from Portugal I was talking about is... Excuse me. It is Joanna Manga. Let me see if I can pronounce this. Joanna Mangalhalis was the one she was working on, so it would be Lady Rebels basketball. Shelby Brown beating the clock. And that would put the Rebels at 69 points to just the New Mexico's 43.
Yeah, Shelby Brown. We talked about her and playing her role, and she's been having a great performance today. And you know, I'm just happy to see her play her game because she's just so aggressive, whether it's in the rebound side or going to the paint and scoring.
That's gonna be good for Jordan for the New Mexico Lobos. She kind of just shot that one up and she knew it was going in, kind of hit a Steph Curry All-Star game there. Steph Curry at USA, excuse me.
Yeah, she was wide open, you know.
Colvin, he needs a lot. Just overthrows Brown in the post.
Back for the Lady Rebels, number 25, Aaliyah Alexander.
Aaliyah Alexander comes in, so an interesting kind of mixed match of players. We haven't seen Alexander and Colvin on the court for a while. They've come in for each other, so we'd like to see what The Rock is thinking here.
Yeah, this squad on the court is actually really, it's really unique, you know. With, you got Colvin, Elohim, Shelby Brown, Tristan James, and then Aaliyah Alexander. And we've never seen this five in. Usually we see Meadow at least in here, Jasmine Lott in here. But at the end of the day, these ladies are all producing. You know, sometimes maybe Meadow and Jasmine just need to relax. And, maybe they just need a rest game. Your team is producing, so why not take them out?
Up in the air, and Shelby Brown hits that time. Just masterful footwork in the post, and then to put it up in the air, that was just a beautiful shot.
Beautiful footwork, but that also puts her at a double-double tonight. 10 points and 11 rebounds in the third quarter.
That's going to be a timeout as Antonio was working there in the post. That one's going to be Lady Rebels basketball when we come back. 71-48, 2 minutes remaining here on Rebel Sports Net. Welcome inside the pavilion here in fabulous Las Vegas. We have an absolute matchup here. I mean, from UNLV just raining down threes on their opponent, which was actually ranked higher than them before this in the net rankings. And so they're not going to be down there for much longer after staying like this.
Oh, no, 100%. They definitely got to go up after this. But, the game's not over. We still have a fourth quarter.
Yeah.
The game could go either way. Hopefully it doesn't, but after that, you never know.
That he's referring to Jakeem getting the and one. Tristan James picks up that one. And she will come out in favor of
number 32, Meadow Rowland.
Well, I see something unique happening on the sidelines right now, Whit. As we're seeing Sydney Summers warming up, stretching. We haven't seen her all season, as she has an interesting story for the Lady Rebels.
Well, why don't you share that story with the people?
Well, she was pregnant. She had a baby a couple days after Media Day. I don't know the exact date. but she took her media day pictures with while pregnant. She's hasn't played due to being pregnant, and she had the baby safely and proudly. Amen. But having her come back might be a game changer as well. This is gonna be her first game back, first time we see her on the court for the Lady Rebels. If she does get in this game, it's definitely gonna start some hype on this arena, and we're gonna hear a lot of screams.
A fantastic crowd here, given that it's only 5 days from one of those popular holidays here in the U.S. So this community is just one reason that she misses that one. Misses that one. But as you see, this community is just so fantastic. They've not only supported Summers, but they've supported this whole team in general. And I know Summers is getting support from not only her coaches, but the entire Las Vegas community as a whole.
Yeah, I think honestly this fan base right now, like here, like you mentioned right before Christmas, but there's no students on campus right now, so there's not students here, but just having such a crowd and the first game of Mountain West Conference play is just amazing. This is just beautiful.
Can't hit. And our officials want to go to review. And that was Jaheim for the New Mexico Lobos. Couldn't hit the free. A little bit of a short of the rim there. So the officials decided it will be New Mexico basketball.
Yeah,
Antonio in the corner for Padilla. That one goes.
The Lady Rebels can't get complacent here. You were up, your three-pointers were hitting, but honestly, they haven't been hitting this quarter. They haven't been hitting as much. Earlier to start this third quarter, they were hitting, but now they're not as hot. But the Lady Rebels need to just start going to the rim and go score there.
Yeah, I mean, there's still a lot of time left in this game. Definitely can't get complacent, and that's how you lose basketball games. Alexander with 4 seconds, with the three, rolling. Left for three, is fouled, she'll go to the line.
Ooh.
Not exactly specialized. I believe it. Out of her 2 threes attempted, and so
Yeah.
that's just as itself, because not a three-point specialist is like a big man in the NBA getting a little big on his chip.
Technically, she's 3 for 4, partner, not 2 for 2. Sorry about that. 3 for 4, but that's not a role, and she knows that that's not her role. So why would you force that? If she knows she's better scorer in the paint, and her mid-range game is still absolutely beautiful. Adding that 3-point bag is just another key feature that she has, as she goes 3 for 3 from the free throw line, but she is now 5 for 5 from free throw tonight, which puts the Lady Rebels at 12 for 12, 100% from free throw line.
Shuts it up, and it hits like this. This is the stuff I'm talking about. I believe it was after the clock had already sounded, but I mean, Antonio's just trying everything to get her team back in this game.
And that's good. To see somebody to not give up on their team, but not just give up on the game. She really has love for the game, and she's showing it that she really wants to win this game, and there's still a chance.
Down, but not out yet for the Lobos. Down by, I believe, 21. If my math serves me correct. I believe I didn't.
Huh?
I believe I didn't know. I think
After viewing the previous shot, while impressive, did not count.
Yes,
there we go.
Count, so it's 3 quarters of team. Like the PA announcer said, although impressive, does not count And that's going to be, I feel like that's a whole different ball game for you if they hit that shot. I mean, down 21 to down 18.
Yeah.
And you're just trying to claw your way
All right,
back
fans, it's
into
time for
this
the
game.
Rebel Free Throw Challenge.
Yeah.
So, as the fans do this free throw
We
challenge,
have
we're
Maya
going to go to
Indonesia.
immediate
Each contestant has
timeouts.
30 seconds to
We'll
make
be
as
back
many
right
free
after
throws as
this.
possible.
Yes, sir.
The player with the most free throws will be
.54-53 here, 10 minutes left to go. New Mexico's ball as they look to get back into this one as ULV starts conference play at the Pavilion.
Yeah. Conference play at the Pavilion. Beautiful. It's been a tremendous game. It's been a great opener to conference play, I'll tell you that much. And if the Lady Rebels just clean up the small baby mistakes that they've had so far, they have another shot at another championship. And that's the goal at all times, and I think that that's a possibility for these ladies.
Antonio hits that one off the glass all alone. That makes her 22 points. Let me go back to that, excuse me. 22 points and 9 for 14 from the field, doing it all.
Wow.
As well as 2 offensive rebounds, 2 steals. I mean, this girl is just a superstar coming down from literally a JUCO level at New Mexico Junior College. So she's just been putting on a show tonight. Out there, scoop layup, can't go, rebound, Shelby Brown.
Yep, Shelby Brown is playing ball today. She's hooping for sure. Like she has a double-double, of course, but that's not it. She has 12 and 13. Well, 12 and 14 now. That's a beautiful game. That's another good game for her.
Show double. Almost snacks it away from Colin. Leo gets a man up in the air. Looks like a little bit of contact, but the ref's calling a little call, so we will play on. It will be
back for the Lady Rebels, number 32, Meadow Roland.
And I definitely saw her hit her hand a little bit, but, you know, I'm not a ref. I can't go down there and switch the call. The call is a call at the end of the day.
Timeout, UNLV.
UNLV likes to take the timeout, so after maybe to get the refs to maybe take a look at this play.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know the purpose of that, but UNLV is up by still 21, so it seems to be that is the dream for this game. So as they will take the timeout, so will we. We'll be back right after these messages. goodbye because UNLV is currently leading 76 to 55 right here in Las Vegas. 8 minutes left to go. New Mexico fighting for a way to get back in. Driving. Reverse. That's not gonna go.
Oh, that would have.
Trying to corral the ball. Just can't get Jordan with the missed turnaround jumper.
Yeah, that would have been another second, third chance shot opportunity, which we cannot keep letting happen. That's something the Lady Rebels definitely will need to be fixing, is their second and third chance shots.
The advantage, gets it to Alexander, she's all alone. Antonio steps up to guard her. Alexander surveying the defense at half court. Now, gets it to Leo. Sharpshooter from Cleveland State has multiple threes on the season today. Brown.
What a pump fake and drive for Shelby Brown. That was beautiful right there. 14 and 14. Look at that. She has 14 rebounds and 14 points right now.
This has just been a game from Shelby Brown. It's been an awesome game from Hargrove, excuse me. Hits that one, but you talk about her, you talk about Destiny Leo. I mean, they're just stat padding at this point.
I'm going to be honest. The stars that I thought needed to perform today did not perform as well. Well, they definitely had their moments and had their points, but they didn't perform at what we would think they would have performed at, and these other players have stepped up.
Tough reverse layup for Brown. And it goes the other way. Brown just
wow.
A couple there in the low post.
That's how you prove your point that you want this game, you love this game, and you're gonna play regardless. You know, you missed your layup. Get it back. She got the rebound. She fought for the rebound, forced it out of bounds for the Lobos. Get the ball back.
Now Roland. Double. Gets it out to Leo. Leo to Alexander. Alexander down. Big shoot. Alexander with the thing of beauty.
Wow, what a drive. What a drive for Alexander right there. That was beautiful. Oh, look at the hustle.
Lobos get it back. Hooks. Gets fouled. Roland will pick up her personal foul. And
Lady Rebels number 32 Roland. That is her.
Yeah, Lady Rebels didn't grab that one, but that was very very hustling between both games. Between the Lady Rebels and the Lobos, they both were very aggressive and they hustled for the ball. Diving for it is something that you don't see much in basketball nowadays. So just seeing that was just amazing and beautiful because I remember hearing those things. And it's those little things that really help you prove your point to a coach.
And Roland comes out in favor of James. And then New Mexico also with a change here. Tyler Jones is back in for high roll. Here come the Lady Rebels. Coleman dicing up the defense. Surveying it from half court. Now Leo on the right wing. Pump fake. Gets it to Shelby Brown at the free throw. Gets it to Alexander. She's moving right. Lobos playing a harsh defense here. Alexander, fadeaway, money!
Wow. That's a beautiful fadeaway jumper, mid-range that you just said. But the Lobos are trying to put pressure and apply pressure on the defensive side in this half. And I don't know. I think it's just not working right now, you know. But the Lady Rebels are also just really being aggressive and taking advantage of them being aggressive and going to the rim.
A deep three from Destiny Hooks, and this game's down to 20 with just under 6 minutes left to go. Alexander quickly doubled, gets it to Coleman. Coleman has to go by Jones.
Yeah, this double point guard between Tegan and Aaliyah Alexander, just that double point guard is really working well as the Lobos are pressuring the ball full court, all 94 feet.
Brown, she's been lethal tonight. And James will be called for the offensive foul.
Offensive foul on the Lady Rebels, number 21,
And Destiny
Kristen James,
Leo,
her third personal,
likely
13 foul.
goes to the bench.
Back for the Lady Rebels, Mariah Elohim and Jasmine Lott.
Jasmine Lott and Mariah Elohim come in for Leo and Alexander.
Yep, we gotta produce and get a stop. You know, the Lobos are kind of getting a little momentum. Their shots are starting to fall more, but Lady Rebels can't foul. They just made a dumb foul. Silly fouls is really what hurts them.
Now the Lady Rebels,
They foul
Shelby
again.
Brown, that's her second personal, team's fourth.
Shelby Brown picks up that one. Team's fourth. They will not go to the line. It will just be a non-shooting foul. San Antonio pump fake gets it into the corner. Destiny hooks. Long range three. No good. But a swarm of Lobo defenders just go to the ball. And I feel like that's been this MO of this team and why this game is even remotely close.
Yeah, 100%. They were, like you said, second chance points. I was gonna mention that because second chance points are really what hurts a team. You know, second chance, third chance points is really what will affect your squad and your team because it just changes the momentum. It changes the team. It gives you a spark. It gives the other team a spark. And that's what the Lobos are doing and using that.
Colvin, defenders gets laid out at half court. And it was Destiny hooks on the foul. With this harsh half court defense, you're going to get a couple plays like that. I mean, the Lobos have been very, I would say, very conscious of where the point guard is at all times, and they've gotten multiple turnovers off of just trapping in the back court. So they're trying to do it again, just a little too hard contact there from Destiny.
Yeah, 100%. That's definitely part of the game. Those fouls, you know, they're going to happen. Nobody wishes those type of fouls on anybody, but they just happen, part of the game.
Colvin for three, yes!
I think that makes everybody on the court has hit a three-pointer today.
That's crazy.
I think so. What a block!
Shelby Brown has not hit one.
Oh,
She's doing more than
hey.
getting threes.
Hey.
She's blocking. She's getting rebounds.
Yeah, 100%. Like you said, she's not getting. Doesn't have a three-pointer, but without a three-pointer, she still managed to get 14 points, 14 rebounds,
That's just pure.
and
ethical
two blocks.
basketball.
2 blocks.
Pure ethical basketball. Colvin.
Yeah, that's just crazy.
Lott's gonna have to force up a shot. Colvin. And agitated defense of the Lobos. That backcourt duo of Antonio and Destiny hooks just forces the UNLV guards into a panic. They have to force up a shot.
Yeah. Yep, 100%. I agree with that, and I seen that as well. I think one thing though that the Lady Rebels should have done better right there is they could have just they kind of rushed it to start and then they slowed down too late, which gave the Lobos just the advantage to make you not have time and just run that clock.
Hooks for New Mexico draws the foul. She will go to the line for two. I mentioned it once earlier, but Destiny Hooks, doing my research for this game, runs her own podcast as she hits the and one opportunity, and she interviews people around New Mexico sports, specifically the university. I mean, she just did her first episode with head coach. Definitely a good hear if you're a New Mexico sports fan. So it's always so rewarding to see that players trying to take advantage of that NIL era and trying to just get their name out there, other than on the court.
100%. Yeah, I agree with that. And that was a good foul call by the refs for the Lobos.
Cassie Antonio picks that one up. Team's third foul. Roland will inbound the ball. For the Lady Rebels, Roland surveying gets to Colvin. Almost steps out of bounds. Colvin moves to her right. Now it's to Elohim. Elohim to Lai. Lai, surveying. And the teeth of the defense scores it. That was a disgusting play, I can see by your face.
That was super disgusting. And she went back and then back up. Like, that was, like, kind of tough. That, like, pump fake while in the air was that was smooth, you know?
Shelby Brown picks up that one. That's going to be her third personal foul as Hooks was once again driving in the post. She will go to the line as I believe they are in the bonus. So hits that one. I mean, I really expected Hooks. She started 31 out of 32 games last year, so I expected her to start. But coming off the bench, I feel like she's done a very good job of that backup. 13 points, although only 3 for 11 shooting. She's 6 for 6 from the line.
Yeah, she's definitely been that spark, you know, coming off the bench as the Lady Rebels took control earlier in the game, and then Brooks came into the game, and Lady Rebels still took advantage of that spark and kept it going, which gave them this lead they have right now. But she's definitely been a spark for this team and helped them. Without her, I feel like this score is like a lot less than what it is.
87-69 with 2:34 left to go. Here at the pavilion, live surveying. Gets it to Alexander. Alexander working, almost loses it. They have 4 seconds. Live. And gets charged for the foul. That will go on. Alyssa Hargrove. That's going to be her 4th personal and the team's personal. And I don't blame her. Aaliyah Alexander is just so hard to guard. And just playing hands off is kind of a hard task.
Yeah, that's with a lot of these Lady Rebels. They're very aggressive but fast. And that's so hard to guard. I remember having to guard those type of people, and it was not the funnest thing to guard. Not funnest people to guard.
Alexander, 8 seconds. Now rolling at the top of the key. She's got the logo. Shelby Brown will be called for the offensive foul.
Lady Rebels number 3, Shelby Brown. That's her 4th personal.
4th personal, so a bit of foul trouble down in this late game. Down there in the low post where people go to die.
Yeah, that's the trees down there.
Yeah,
the beast. Yeah.
Lot almost gets a nice pass though, but now Shelby Brown takes it away for the steal. So when just under 2 minutes to go, we'll see what the Lady Rebels do here.
I want to say that was beautiful from Shelby Brown. You know, she got a bad foul call, in my eyes. She got a steal, and then she went down, but she didn't go and score. She brought it back out, found her point guard, and waited. And got it back, made the layup. Whenever you play at your own pace, the ball's coming back to you. And that's just beautiful, you know. Whenever you make those type of plays, those are just things that you look forward to.
Unselfish basketball there from Team Cole. Taking it into the post.
Number 20, Tyler Jones.
But dishes it to her teammate instead. And boy, has she made her money in the post all day.
Beautifully. Oh! Wait! Guess what we're seeing here? We're seeing Sydney Summers! First game! We're seeing her! Oh, and we're also seeing more! Ukulea Afu! We're seeing 2 players we have not seen all season long. Back from injuries, back from, what is it called?
Injury, but
one's from injury, one's from pregnancy. What is it called, though?
Sorry?
It's called, I don't know, but yeah, maternity. But yeah, congratulations to her. Let's see what they could do.
I mean, Sydney Summers, is a baller, and congratulations to her and her whole family for the successful pregnancy. And we're happy to have her back because we know she's
also
an
ending the game for the Lady Rebels, number 6, Hudea Cabana.
We're also getting to see. Sorry, I did not mean Afu. This is not our first time seeing her. I was talking about our first time seeing Cabana, Hudea. She has not played. She's been injured all season. This is her first game. It's beautiful.
Gabata just misses.
This is beautiful though. All I remember is one memory that they'll always remember is just hearing the crowd. I mean, as soon as they told they were coming in, just hearing the crowd being excited was so cool.
Yeah, absolutely. And Destiny Brown just can't get that one to
Lobos, number 20,
go.
Tyler
His
Jones,
foul
that's for his
went
second
off her
personal,
foot
team
there.
fifth.
So I like
Destiny
this
Brown at the
type
line
of play where
shooting
we don't get to see the
shots.
players we normally see in a I would say high action game.
Oh.
So quiet there.
Yeah.
I think that was the quietest it got.
Yeah, I've never heard it so quiet at a basketball game. I thought I was at a movie theater right there.
I think everyone can hear our conversation right now all the way up in the broadcast booth.
Oh.
Lobo is down on the floor, slow
That's
to
a-
get up is Lenore Exino from
Lady
Lagoa,
Rebels, number 12,
Portugal. A long,
Ungalea.
versatile young talent that only adds to the already stacked overseas talent for New Mexico. Is
Yeah.
what Coach Mike Bradbury had to say about her. So she will go to the line for 2 shots.
This is just beautiful though. You know, seeing players that you don't usually watch in the first game of Mountain West Conference play.
It could have been better.
That's what I'm saying.
Better.
This is beautiful. And then just being up and this is just a beautiful game. It's beautiful to watch.
So she goes 0 for 2 from the line. Moving on. 89-71 will likely be your final score as the shot clock is off.
You know what I'm hearing here right now? A lot of Lady Rebel chants.
How about let's get some
Lady
other
Rebels.
chants as the next game we're covering just after this, literally I think in maybe 30 minutes.
Yep.
UNLV versus Fresno State. First action-packed thriller. Stay tuned from
Yeah. Beautiful. Great game. That was a beautiful game for the Lady Rebels.
89-71.
Yeah. But I think we gotta save our voice.
Yes.
We gotta get over to the Thomas and Mack now. Go set up over there.
Set up over there. Your next game, ironically, one of the Lady Rebels will be Fresno State December 31st at 12 o'clock to bring in or to wrap up the year. The Lady Rebels get the win in dominant fashion. And the crowd here hopefully will be the next game. So UNLV versus New Mexico.